guys, this is Chookman here once again. I just had one of my followers asking me questions about why did you start collecting collectible model toys. Okay, I had to do something because I gave up alcohol and cigarettes and doing dumb things. So I started up collecting all these toys. And another reason is I never had as much as I've got today as when I was younger. I won't go into it, but I'm making up for lost time, and I've just become a real passionate toy collector. So I don't think I'm doing any sort of harm to anyone out in society. Yeah, I do spend a bit of money on my toy collecting, but it's better I do that than smoking and drinking and doing dumb things with my money. I've retired because I've had my couple of bad assaults happen to me and my accidents that I've been in. So to take up time, I'm a 53-year-old toy collector that loves collecting. And it's no different than any other sort of collection. There's people out there that collect cars, real motorbikes, and the list goes on and on and on. So that's why I do it, and I love the history behind all these toys. Like you've got here, you've got the Buddy L trucks. They originally come from America. Buddy L was a brand of toys that America started back way in the 50s, and they somehow creeped out to Victoria, Melbourne. I've picked up a couple of Buddy L trucks, and yeah, so here's one here.
10-4, good buddy.
And that's a 1/18 scale, and it still works. So yeah, so that's my tin toy truck collection. Now I've got multiple trucks of different scales. If you see all my blogs, you'll see all my different scale trucks. Some of them light up, some of them don't. I just love collecting them. I used to drive small and big trucks when I was younger. I used to do furnish removals, and that's a hard job to be in. Yeah, so that's why I collect trucks. Now, getting over to the other side of things, I collect these cars as well. There's a big collection of them, muscle machines. They're from the year 2000. I wasn't being able to collect back then, so I started collecting now with the muscle cars. And some of these trucks here, there's Coca-Cola trucks, you can't get them anymore. And that's another collection that I started collecting. I've got my finger in the pie in every sort of collection when it comes to toys. I've also got a collection of biscuit tins of different cars. And I've also got tin signs of cars I've collected. And my bikes, as you all know. My real bikes and my toy bikes. I've just got one toy model train set. I started collecting Star Wars because I got them really cheap, but I'm not into Star Wars. I wasn't into Star Wars even when I was a little boy, but the guy gave them to me really cheap, so I started collecting them. And then you have your Bratz cars. I've got a collection of them as well, because they've got car radios in them. You put batteries in them, and you can listen to the radio in them, and it works really good. What else did I start collecting? I started collecting Coca-Cola fridges. I've only got one at the moment. One's enough. I started collecting jukeboxes. One's enough for me because I've only got a small amount of room to play with. And then I've got all my Hot Wheels, Matchbox and Dinky toys in that cabinet there. I also started up a collection of money box cars. It's a big wide world out there for collectors. And I've got some more Bratz cars in there, and they've all got radios. You put batteries in them and the radios work. More collectible cars. And my Chevy Bel Air down there. Just here. That's another collection of Chevy Bel Air cars. I really like that one. And then I have my collection of Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Stinky, Corgi, and all that. And Trax cars in this glass cabinet here. If there's one thing I can be proud of, I love my collection. I'm very proud of my collection. There's an F100 down there, a couple of Volkswagens. I started collecting Volkswagens. Yeah. Then I started collecting, like old movies, like Planet of the Apes DVDs, Dukes of Hazzard, Wonder Woman, I Dream of Jeannie, Chips, Thunderbirds. I've just recently started collecting these toy pokie machines. It's hard to film, and this one does work. You pull the handle and all these spin. Another collection of model Harley Davidsons. And then I've got all the more toys up here. I collect the ties. I started collecting the memorabilia for Easy Rider. I've only come across 2 so far, and someone's made them into a frame. They've taken it out of the book and made it into a frame, which is really, really good. I started collecting mirrors. What else? And these Hot Wheels, I got into these as well. More collectible trucks. And number plates, I got into collecting number plates of cars. More tin toys up here. Tip trucks. Lynn Fox, he's a well-known person. Lindsay Fox. More number plates, more Coca-Cola memorabilia. Then I made a sunglasses thing into a car collecting place where you can just put more cars in there, it spins around and the light turns on. And then I got into collecting these games. These have got Space Invaders and all sorts of games on there. Then I started collecting biscuit tins, biscuit jars. So you put biscuits in there, but I don't because that's what they've been used for, biscuits. So you put biscuits in there. They put batteries in them, and when you pull his head back, it talks to you, tells you to keep out of the cookie jar. That's what they are, cookie jars. Same with the fireman. He's got cookies that go in there. I don't put cookies or biscuits in there. And my flask car that's got Jim Beam in it. And my eagle collection. I've got 3 eagles so far. And my little man that I got from my partner. He's really cool, this guy. She's born in Halloween. That's really spooky, really cool. What else did I start collecting? The Teenage Ninja Turtles, a couple of them. And that's about it. That's good fun to do, collecting. Alright guys, so I hope that just tells you why I like collecting. It's good fun, it keeps me busy, it keeps my mind occupied too. I'm always thinking. I'm not one of these collectors that have to have 3 different colours in the same car either, or truck or bike. I like to have one of each. Alright guys, that's just a feedback on the Chookman's collection. I also got into collecting these old lights. They light up. And then, yeah. Alright guys, that's just a bit of feedback on why the Chookman collects so many toys, collectible toys. It's good fun. And yeah. Alright guys, have a great day and I'll talk to you all later.